we know that this first line right here is E. And because I placed this note on that line, then that note is also going to take on the name E. So in other words, the name of this note right here is E. And it is so called because I have placed the note on the line E. Now what this tells you is for you to go to your instrument and play the note E for 4 counts. Or maybe even sing, that you sing the note E for 4 counts. Suppose we put a minim instead of a semibreve on that same first line. Well, I hope you remember that the minim has a time value of 2 beats. So we're going to take out the semibreve now and put a minim on that same line, okay? Again, the name of that minim becomes E. So what this tells you to do is to go to your instrument and play the note E. But this time we're not going to play it for 4 counts anymore. We're going to play it for only 2 counts. Why? Because the minim has a time value of 2 beats or 2 counts. Okay? So you see we have moved that minim from that first line up to the 4th line now. Okay? And again, the minim is going to take the name of that line. What's the name of that line? It goes, every good boy deserves. Okay? D is for deserve. So that tells us that the name of that line is D. Deserve. Automatically this note as well takes that name D. So when you go to your instrument, you're going to play the note D, and of course you are going to play it for 2 counts. Okay, we have moved the note around again, and this time is on a space. If you remember the names of the spaces, it will go Father Abraham cooks eggs. So it goes again, Father Abraham. This note is on that space that is labeled as Abraham. In other words, the name of this note is A. Okay, so what this tells you is that you have to go to your instrument and play the note A, but you play it for only 2 counts. So can we all try this? What is the name of the note on the staff below? First thing you have to do, look at the clef. Is it a treble staff or the bass staff? So we see that this is the treble staff. Okay, now that we know it's the treble staff, let's do a quick reminder of the lines and spaces. The lines will go, every good boy deserves favor. The spaces will go, Father Abraham cooks eggs. Okay, so now that we know the lines and spaces, let's take a look at this note. Is it on a line or space? Right now, this note is on a space. So we are going to use the reminder for spaces. Father Abraham cooks eggs. We can see that the note head is resting on that space that is labeled as Father or F. So the name of this note should be F. Okay, what this tells you, yeah, right there, F. What this tells you is that you go to your piano or your instrument and play the note F for 2 beats. How about this one right here? Okay, this again, first thing you have to do, check the clef. This is the treble clef. We know that for the treble clef, the lines will go, every good boy deserves favor, and the spaces will go, Father Abraham cooks eggs. Okay, and right here we see that this note is on a space. So let's use the reminder for spaces. Father Abraham cooks eggs. So we see this note is resting on that space labeled as eggs. In other words, the name of this note is E. Okay, how about this one? We have another one here. So what's the first thing we do? We have to check the clef. Is it the treble clef? Yes, this is the treble clef. What's the next thing we do? Let's check if the note head is on a line or space. This one is on a line. So let's go ahead and use the reminders for the lines, and this will go, every good boy. So that note head is on the line that is labeled as boy. In other words, the name of this note is B. Okay, it's that simple. In summary, the lines of the treble staff will go, every good boy deserves favor, and the ones for spaces, okay, treble staff spaces, will go Father Abraham cooks eggs. Quickly, let's take a look at the base staff. We all know that this is what the base staff looks like. And again, we have to add two elements together to give us the base staff. The first element is the base clef and a staff, okay? Quick question here. The base staff is the combination of the base clef and a staff. The base clef is also known as the F clef, okay? So these are things that we know already, okay? Now, again, we have this staff without any name, but immediately we bring in the base clef. Immediately we bring in, the base clef. See, the first line becomes a G. With the treble clef, that first line was E, but because we have a different clef now, this first line is not E anymore, it has changed to a G, okay? And all the lines will go G, B, D, F, A. A simple reminder for this will be good boys deserve favor always. The spaces of the base staff will go A, C, E, G. And a simple reminder for this will be all cows eat grass, okay? So all the notes on the base staff will go as follows: G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and A, okay? So in summary, we know that the lines on the base staff will go G, B, D, F, A. A reminder again is good boys deserve favor always. And the spaces of the base staff will go A, C, E, G. A reminder for this is all cows eat grass. Okay, in summary, the notes of the base staff, as we see here, will go G, B, D, F, A. That is good boys deserve favor always. And for the spaces, we're going to have all cows eat grass. All cows eat grass. For the treble staff, the lines will go E, G, B, D, F. That's every good boy deserves favor. And for the spaces, it's going to go Father Abraham cooks eggs. So I hope you had fun in this class. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.